I suppose I shouldn't mention that you didn't have your microphone on, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
That would be tacky.
So when I was like, "You ready to go?" and you were like, "Yeah," and then I hit go, and then you had to like throw your headphones on and got all caught up and everything.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that, so we won't mention that at all.
No.
Okay, good. Are we live? Oh, we are live. We're live. Oh, we have Shaggy and Danny and Emily and Melissa all here for Monday. You know what? I need to have my spreadsheet open because we were going to do a matchup Monday. I totally forgot there. There was something I was missing. I'm in charge of that. That's my important thing to do. I got to get everybody lined up, make sure they try and get people points. All right, so this is good. We're starting strong. That's for sure. We went an entire season with not enough people. So maybe we'll change that. This might be the change to that. Might go much better. I think we actually went 4 whole shows without shows, which is a weird thing to do when you say it that way, but it is possibly true. Looks like Shaggy is first, Danny is first, second, Emily is first, third. Melissa is second, first, and Emily is second, second. Emily is third, first, and Ian's third, second. Did you get all that?
Yep.
Those are 5 people.
You missed someone. I have 6 people.
Oh, do you? Let's see. Shaggy.
Oh, I have Emily twice. Got so excited. Thought we already had 6 people.
In your honestly, in your defense, she was third, second, and third. So
that's true.
I think what Emily is hoping is that she rolls in first and does first, second, third before anyone else can. Because I don't know that we've said in the rules that you can't do all 3.
No. And Emily is the queen of the loophole.
Right. Yeah. So she was going to pull an Emily, which is just what Emily does. Craig is here, and Ian is making friends. That's good. We've got a couple of shares. No, we're glad you're sharing. And then we've had a few people hosting and sharing. I didn't catch who was doing it, but you're lovely, just so you know.
Just so you know.
Yeah, you are all
You
wonderful.
are the bee's knees.
It is a Monday, Matchup Monday. We're going to be matching up each of you with another one of you, and then you'll get 5 points if you are faster than the person you're matched up with. Look who we have back! Caitlin, look who we have back. Look who we have back. Hey.
Of Australia!
Yes! So that's very exciting. She has been busy saving the world, being a health professional, and these being unhealthy times. So we've missed you. Thank you for being off and doing the things you were doing, but we're glad to have you back.
We also got Patrick.
Yeah, that's true. Patrick came in just before. Let me I'm getting everybody in order. That way I make sure that I go and do the matchups correctly. We're getting close, folks. This is very exciting. No, that's right. Yeah, you've been working. You missed some of the shows where we talked about this because we actually didn't have any shows last week because we didn't have enough people. But we were kind of really happy about that because that meant other people were doing things. They had things that they had to do, and we got this. Alessandro. All right, this is exciting. Are you going to join us for some trivia? It is going to be a blast because Monday is the easiest of the days. So if you're going to make points, this is the time to make them. And he brought us pugs.
Pugs and kisses.
Oh, we need puppy pictures. We've got kitten pictures, but not enough puppy pictures. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a break as well. But I thought that was so great that people had other things they needed to do or could do. Because we really built this at a time when this all started and everybody was kind of at a loss of something to do. So we decided to fill that. Just a few minutes. Oh, okay. Well, excellent. Well, you'll be here for a little bit. Hopefully we'll have enough people when we get started here. We've still got about 5 minutes before we got to get our last couple folks. I think it sounds like if Alessandro is going to be leaving us, we need a couple people. I would expect. Yeah. We're up to 9, but with someone who's
We're up to 8.
Up to 8, yeah, but with one who's leaving fairly soon.
Right.
Strike from answering emails. Not at all. I'm just not awesome at, I guess, answering emails. I built a floor this weekend, so that's probably part of it. And so yeah, we made the floor of the shed for the land. Christina's here. All right, this is good. We've got some folks now. I'm so excited about this. But yeah, so we ended up building. We made 4 4x8 modules of floors. 4 floors, 4x8 feet, because we're going to make an 8x16 shed, right? And so I built a floor. I built 4 floors that we're going to put together into 1 floor. And I put them in my truck. We made them 4x8 because that's the largest that fits in the truck. It's a Suburban, which is super great because I can carry like 7 people someplace if I want to. Or I can put something that's 8 feet by 4 feet back there, and that's fun. And so, yeah, so it's going to be, is it a shed or a quote-unquote shed?
It's a shed.
I think it's a full-on shed. It's going to be bigger than, we measured it up to the sheds that are outside of Lowe's. It's going to be bigger than all of those, right? Because it's 8x16. Biggest one we saw there was like an 10 by 12.
10 by 12.
And so I think we're going to end up with more floor space than that.
Thanks, Christina.
Yeah, what is your shirt?
It's like a weird hippie pattern.
Nice.
It's vegan and organic.
Oh, you know what we could do while we're waiting for our one last person?
What?
Do you want to show them the art that we bought?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be right back. I have to go get the art. She's gimpy, so she can't do it.
Yeah, I still can't walk that great.
She's going to entertain you, though.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's not broken. You can do it.
Ah, fuck. So, my cousin is an artist and recently launched her website, which is Etsy on the back end, but it's I don't know what kind of website on the front end. And we were looking through her collection, and I was telling people online about her website and saying, like, check out my cousin's website, it's awesome. And then Keith and I were both really drawn to the same piece, so we bought it. I did go to a doctor. I went to a patient first, and she poked my leg and said, sucks to be you, and didn't x-ray it, and said, if it's still bad in a week, see an orthopedist. So I saw an orthopedist a week later, and he said, it's not broken. He did x-rays, and then he gave me a prescription for physical therapy, and he gave me Celebrex, which seems to be pretty effective. Oh, I tore my quad, Christina.
All right.
Oh, yeah. So a couple people looked at Alyssa's website.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we bought stuff from it.
Dun, da, da, da.
I guess we'll start from the top down?
Yes, from the top, please.
From the top down. So I think this is the toppest one over here.
The still wrapped one is the toppest one.
This is the toppest.
We know Lindsay Burgess.
It's tapas, but it's like family style tapas.
Okay, this is the top piece. It's a little glary.
Yeah.
Okay.
You maybe put it on that side. And then the next tapas one.
And then it goes to this piece. And then, yeah, and then it goes to this piece. Trying not to get the glare. And then this is the last piece.
There you go.
That's it.
So it is not a triptych because there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Quadric?
Quadric.
I don't know what they call them if there's 4 of them. So we have a great big kind of white area above our stairs.
The website is, to answer Emily, is artbyalyssa.com.
Yeah. And you can see them all together if it's still up there. I would assume it is.
Yeah, it's just marked sold.
Right? And so
Yeah.
artworks, paintings,
There it is.
and then sold out. It's the 3rd one over. And they look really cool together. And
Will you put the website in the chat?
Yeah, oh, here's the painting here. And what is it that you like most? When you see it, when you see it on the website, it looks cool, but
when you see it in person, it has this real interesting 3D effect to it.
yeah, because it is done with epoxy.
It's done with several layers of epoxy, and so you get this amazing 3D kind of effect.
So there's like stuff underneath the stuff that on the website you see kind of the first layer, but when you look real close, you start seeing other layers underneath it that are, so there's a lot of texture to it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we got that. We're pretty happy with that, I think. And it's going to be a cool spot. I think if you go, you can go to some of the closer up pictures and you'll see a little bit more of some of the detail, but I think in person you see it even better. But yeah, check that out. And all right, so let's see. Do we have enough people? I think we are
have 9
at
people.
time. We are at time. At 9 people, we're so close this time. All right, so let's have. Let's see. All right. No, unfortunately it's not, because we know that, Lindsay's here. Lindsay joined in. She snuck in while we were getting
Oh,
art.
hi. I didn't
Lindsay,
notice
are you
Lindsay.
sticking around for a little bit? Let's see. Replying to Ian, Keith, and Caitlin, hearts. Yep. And then Jessica came by and said hi, but says they have Zoom fatigue, which is
That's a real thing.
yeah, that can be really frustrating. We're on Zoom like all day. Here's the thing, Jessica. If you want to play, you don't actually have to be on Zoom at all. You can just watch the stream there, and you don't have to jump on Zoom. So we're not watching you at all. If that's something you
Lindsay's
don't want to do.
going to stay, so we have 10 people.
Let's call it. Let's do 10. It's been a while since we've done it. I think it's worth doing. All right, so Lindsay's sticking around. This is great. All right, we have enough people. Very excited. This also gives us time because Melissa, we're going to have you jump on at during halftime when we announce our winner for the last season, the entire the questionless season, and you can show the gift that you got, the prize that you got from winning. So we'll do that on the meeting. Yeah. So there you have it. I will have the meeting up, by the way, if people do want to go there. It's not going to be on the show for the most part. We're not listening to it. But if you want to jump in, you can. Think of it as its own little after party thing that it's doing. We will show it for the halftime. We'll let people know about that in case you don't want to be streamed. But we don't have the sound on, and we don't have we're not in the meeting in terms of audio and visual and stuff. So yeah.
So just a reminder, Monday is our easiest day. Some of the questions might seem stupid, but the thing about Monday is it's matchup Monday. So
Yeah.
for every question, we'll be pairing up 2 people. And between those 2 people, whoever gets the answer right first gets 5 points instead of 1 point. If the other slower person gets the answer right as well, they still get 1 point. You don't lose points or anything like that.
Just like you normally
You
do.
just get bonus points for being fucking fast.
Yep. So you get 5 points for winning the matchup. You get 2 points if you're the fastest person overall, but you weren't in the matchup. And you get 1 point if you get it correct otherwise. All you do is type the answer in the chat in the time allotted. It's that simple. All right?
Yep.
So our first matchup is going to be between Shaggy and Danny. Shaggy and Danny. Here we go.
I'm out of practice. Ready?
Hate Monday. I'm slow. You still get points of Australia. You're still gonna get.
You're still gonna
Yeah.
get points.
You're still doing it. Shaggy and Danny, what is our first question?
What name is given to the person directing a circus show? The answer's not Steve or Jim.
It could be. I mean, it could be a Steve or a Jim. Let's see. I would say a tech lead. Because it definitely feels like I am directing a circus show from time to time. That's what I'd say. Some people are saying ringmaster. Some people are saying ringleader. Nobody is saying keymaster or gatekeeper, which is interesting. Would have expected one of those. All right. Barker. Answer is Barker. A carnival barker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But that would be a carnival, not necessarily a circus show, right?
Yes.
So carny, probably not the correct word here. Barbine's here.
Not correct.
Hello, Barbine.
You might be thinking too hard, Lindsay.
Yes. It is Monday. It is the easiest of the answers. Just think about that. Lindsay said Gozer because that's the name of like the god in was it the Ghostbusters?
Right.
He's the keymaster or trying to go after the keymaster, whatever it was. In the Sinatra circus, it's the ring-a-ding-ding master. Ring-a-ding-ding. All right, so time is up. Let's go over to the chat and see what people were answering. I also have to make sure Facebook is hanging out with us as well. I missed that bit because...
Damn it, Keith.
I was distracted by art. I feel like that's an acceptable reason. So let's jump in here. And nope, they're still catching up over there on Facebooks. Is there more than one? I don't even know how that works. All right. Facebook has caught up. So time is up. Where's my time is up? Over there. There it is. I haven't done this in so long that I just don't even know how it works anymore.
How do we do our own show?
Right. This is what happens when we go on hiatus for as long as we've wanted. All right. So let's see. We have Barker, ringmaster, ringleader, ringmaster. A bunch of those. Gozer. We have the Sinatra Circus. Page master for the chuckles, but also wanted points. Conductor, says Christina. The circus conductor. Carnival, a traveling amusement show or circus.
Oh, good.
Says Alessandro. So we have our... This is good. It's like the old times. We've got our first actually Caitlin. All right. What is the correct answer?
The answer is ringmaster.
Ringmaster is what we're looking for. That is the correct answer. Who won our matchup between Shaggy and Danny?
Danny.
Danny did. 5 points to Danny. Shaggy went with Barker. I don't think that's correct. I think in most cases...
The carnival barker is drawing someone into a show, not running a show.
Yeah, I would agree. Even if you say a carnival and a circus are similar, one is the advertising and the other is the director yeah. Essentially. The host. Let's see. Australia needs a recommendation for a gaming system. Do you have any thoughts on a gaming system?
I mean, I made mine from little pieces.
Are you going for do you want a PC gaming system or just are you looking for, you're asking like the difference between perhaps like a PS4 or an Xbox or something like that? Because those are also gaming systems, right? Australia has banned myself from using the actually Caitlin anymore.
Good.
So yeah, Australia, are you looking for just what would you play play games on, or are you looking for recommendations of a PC? Okay. Oh God, no, I hate PC. Mac girl. Okay. So yeah, we don't have many. I would probably suggest humbly. I'm not great when it comes to the console side of things, but in terms of knowledge, probably a Switch though, because you seem very busy. You've got like long days at work and things like that. And the advantage of the Switch over the others are going to have better graphics and things like that. But the Switch you can pick up and take with you, and while you're on a break or something, you could play some video games, and it might be very relaxing. And with a Switch, if anybody else has a Switch, you can also connect switches using, I think, Wi-Fi or something, and play games with them as that way. And you could do it at a social distance as well, because you don't have to be right next to each other. You could be 6 feet away and playing. Or they have games where the two little controllers that are on the Switch become individual controllers for 2 people, and you can each play on the one Switch together, but mobily, right? And then, of course, you can invite people over, and you can plug it into your TV, and you can have multiple joysticks, and you could have, I think, up to 4 or 6 people playing at once. So if you like playing games with people, I would probably go with the Switch more. Shaggy says a lot of co-op and party kinds of games. That I think is where I'd go with, especially if it is valuable to be able to do it away from a TV. If you really want like high-end graphics and stuff like that, then Patrick says to hold out for the PS5, for instance. That's going to be coming out here in a while. It might be worth waiting for something like that, the next versions of everything, because these things, the ones that are out now, have been around for a little while. Or if you want to save money, you can, when the new ones come out, you can grab the old one for real cheap. So that's another option. All right, so that distraction has been brought to you by Sega. Let's go to question number 2, which is going to be Emily and Melissa.
Emily and Melissa, question number 2. Theodore S. Geisel is better known as which children's book author?
You're very welcome, Estrella. Let's see. Yeah, Switches can be hard to find. That's true. I got mine before all the pandemic-y stuff. Trey is also here. Hello, Trey.
Hello, Trey.
I'm good at distracting. It's actually a skill set on my resume. Distracting people. Oh, we've got our first Thomas Morvillo riddle of the evening. Glad to see that that's happened. Let's see. A lot of people seem to be going around one particular answer, which isn't Captain Kangaroo, oddly enough.
That is weird.
Is Captain Kangaroo a children's book author? Definitely children's TV show celebrity, but I don't think he was ever an author, was he?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. We enjoyed playing Overcooked on the Switch. We haven't gone back to that, but we should at some point. That was pretty entertaining. Craig says, I love that it's the first. Thanks for setting appropriate expectations. You're more than welcome. Let's see. About 10 seconds left for people to get answers in. Did everybody get an answer in? Christina says no matchup for Christina. Okay. I can make sure that happens. All right. So time is up. Let's make sure Facebook.
Bye, Alessandro.
Bye. We'll be back. All right. Take care. It was really nice catching up with you. Let's see. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up as well, and then move forward with the answers. It does look like a lot of people went with Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss, which
Spelled
is weird.
2 different ways.
Yeah, because we have it with UE and EU. So it could go either way on that one, I suppose. But it's weird because his last name isn't Seuss, so that's just strange. All right, let's see. Waiting for Facebook to catch up. Facebook a little slow today, it seems like. Or did I didn't do the chat thing. All right, time's up. That was my fault. I was wondering why it was taking so long. All right, so Dr. Seuss, that's our question. Our answer to our question. Is it the correct one?
Yes, and just for the record, it is SEUSS.
SEU, so like guess No, not
No,
like guess.
Not like us.
Like the opposite of guess.
Like guess but scrambled.
Like spelled wrong. Like if you were to guess how to spell guess and it was incorrect. That's how
So
it would be.
between our matchup of Melissa and Emily, Melissa got it first.
Melissa, look at that. 5 points. Did Emily also get it?
Yeah.
Look at that. People are killing it today. All right. Question number 3 is going to be Ian and Craig. Ian and Craig.
Ian and Craig, which famous corporation uses the motto, just do it?
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
Is it Trojan?
No.
No. Pfizer?
No.
No. Oh, that's unfortunate. I really felt good about those.
Did you?
Yeah. Is it Mountain Dew?
It's not Mountain Dew.
It's just spelled differently.
No.
All right. Not sure now. This is making it a lot harder. All right, we've got a bunch of people saying Nike, we've got Acme, we've got WWE, and Trey says that it's pronounced like bike, so it's Nike.
Hi, Mel. All you have to do to play is when you hear the question, write your answer in the chat.
Yep.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
In the time allotted, that's all you have to do. If you get the correct answer in the time allotted, you get a point. If you're the first person to get it correct, you get 2 points. Unless you're in a matchup. For Mondays, we're doing a matchup. And if you win your matchup, you get 5 points. But that's everybody plays for every question. The matchup people just have an extra chance to get points.
And when we get to your matchup, we'll explain it.
Hey, you guys, someone new. Look at that. Everybody say hi to Mel, there's a friend of mine, I think, living down in Alabama. I feel like it's
I think
Alabama.
that's right.
I think that's correct. Down in the south somewhere terribly south. And so everybody say hi to Mel. Mel is awesome. I did a movie with Mel when I was in like high school or college. I was very young. It was young college or high school, somewhere in there. It was Mel and Reese.
Mel and Reese, nice.
Yeah,
Good pair.
Exactly. They put together a project, and I got to act in it. It was very fun. All right, so time's up and stuff, right? I feel like
Time's totally up.
time's totally up. I'm not even gonna worry about it so much. Mel's over on Facebook, so I should probably wait until it gets caught up there, just because brand new to it all. Definitely don't want to like freak things out. Well, actually, Mel, you're a bit late.
Don't actually, Mel.
Don't.
I thought we were off the actually train.
Yes, it's very hard. There's a relapse. There was just a relapse of the actuallys. That's what's occurred. All right, so time's up. Still have that movie on VHS somewhere. I lost the tape of you trying on Annie's corset, though. Yeah, well, I'm a crazy zany person. There's also I don't know if there was a video made of it. I think there was, of me in a corset opening for a Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah.
Do you want to know what the right answer was?
Yes. What is the correct answer?
Nike.
Nike.
And the winner of the matchup was Ian.
Ian got it first. Wow. All right.
Craig guessed Acme.
Which is not correct.
And did not get it.
Unfortunately. All right, our next matchup, question number 4. Patrick and of Estrella going head to head. Question number 4.
Question number 4. What is the wrinkled skin that hangs from the neck of a turkey called?
Testicles.
No.
Is that no? I guess I shouldn't have been doing that to the turkey.
No.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Not true.
It was Thanksgiving. I was giving thanks.
Not appropriate.
No? Okay. Is it called the rest of the turkey?
No.
No. Oh. Okay. Well, it's worth a thought, right? Yeah, I guess so. All right. About 30 seconds left to get your answers in. People are giving us different spellings. I like that. We have both waddle and wattle and
If you say it
goiter
out loud, same thing.
and the danglies.
The danglies.
Yes. Which I believe is a type of triangle, right? Right triangles, obtuse triangles, danglies of triangles. Is that not one of them?
Not it.
No. I think danglies triangles are the ones where it's 3 sides, 3 angles, but the 2 of the sides just aren't connected and they just hang.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Time is up. Go into the chat to see what people have here. Let's see. Ducks have it on their feet, which is why they waddle, says Trey. Get it?
I get it.
It's a joke.
I get it.
Fish on Ally McBeal was obsessed with them on women. Yes, which brings us back to Ghostbusters, because he was in the second Ghostbusters. That actor, right? Wasn't that the actor from the second Ghostbusters? I feel like that's true. All right. Time is up. Let's see. We've got a lot of people to say waddle and waddle and waddle. Wattle and waddle. Is either of those correct?
Wattle.
Will you be accepting waddle?
Yes.
What about wattle?
Yes.
Oh, all right. If we're going to just give points away, who's the person
Monday.
who won between Patrick and of Australia?
Patrick.
All right. Let's see. Did of Australia get it? Yeah. Waddle, maybe. Laugh out loud. When you're not sure, you need people to know. Oh, okay. It was Peter McNichol. Okay. Different guy then. Yeah. I just remember that the Ally McBeal guy was also in... Well, it's more that the guy that was covered in goo in Ghostbusters was an Ally McBeal. The Lord Vigo's acolyte. Yes. Why am I all covered in goo? All right. Let's go to question number 5, which is going to have a matchup between, well, Alessandro's gone. So we're not going to have Alessandro. It is going to be between Lindsay and is Barbine here? I feel like Barbine's not here. He's been very quiet.
Barbine, are you here?
Barbine, are you actually within the sound of our voice here? I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing. I'm going to go between Lindsay and Trey. Lindsay and... Oh, there's Barbine. Barbine, do you want to be in the matchup? I took you out because I wasn't hearing from you. I guess we'll go. All right. We do Lindsay and Barbine. Lindsay and Barbine going head to head.
Now, because Lindsay is new here.
Yeah.
The matchup, and for Mel's benefit also.
Yeah.
In the matchup, everybody answers the question.
Everyone does it.
But we score the people in the matchup slightly differently.
Yep.
If between the 2 people in the matchup, you were the first one to get it right,
Mm-hmm.
you get 5 points.
5 points.
If the second person also gets it right, just a little slower, they still get 1 point.
Just like normal. Yeah. And if you're the first person to get the question correct and you're in the matchup, so normally if you're the first person overall, you get 2 points for being the first person overall. But if you're in the matchup, you get the 5 points. You don't get an extra point above that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're the first person to answer correct in the matchup, 5 points, no matter where you answer. If you're the second person to answer correct, you get 1 point. All right. I think this is clear.
And if you're wrong, you get nothing.
Nothing! But you don't lose any points.
No,
So
you
that's pretty good, too. All right.
Question number 5.
Question number 5.
Ready? Which character does Morgan Freeman play in Bruce Almighty and the sequel, Evan Almighty? The sequel, which Caitlin is in.
You're famous. How are you in that?
Because they were filming it in the neighborhood next to my neighborhood in Crozet, Virginia, and I cut through that neighborhood to
Yeah.
get to school. and they were filming when I was driving through. And so they stopped me and they're like, "We're filming." And it was like, "Oh, can I sign something? I have to go teach a class right now." And they're like,
I've got places to
yeah,
be.
just don't speed or honk or do anything stupid. Go ahead." So my car is in that movie somewhere.
All right, so let's see. Between Lindsay and Barbine, we've got about 15 seconds left to get your answers in. Let's see. Patrick says that that he played God and is a Yankees fan, so believes that God is a Yankees fan.
Oh.
Do you think that's true? That doesn't seem right. It feels like they've maybe made some deals with some other entity. All right, time's up. We're going to the chat. And we'll wait for Facebook to catch up. For those who are on Facebook, by the way, Facebook is a little slower than everything else because I guess that's just how Facebook wants to do things. So you might have a little bit of a disadvantage on these matchups because of that. Twitch is the fastest. So if you go over to Twitch, you get a little advantage there, just so you know. I believe, though, you might get a little bit of extra time on Facebook. I could be wrong on that, but time is up.
In this case, we had 2 Facebook people matched up. So it was even.
Made it super safe. And it looks like we didn't. Oh, we got answers from both. We did get answers from both, and they both had the same answer. So it looks like the 5 points is either going to Lindsay or no one's getting it.
Yeah.
One of the two. So is the correct answer God?
Yes.
Oh, look at all the people who got it right on the easiest day of the week.
That arc that they built in Evan Almighty,
Yeah.
they only built a third of it, and the rest of it was CGI. So when you see the boat built in totally completed, it's 1/3 of it's real and 2/3 of it are CGI. But that fucking thing is real, and it was about 5 or 6 stories high, and I could see it from my neighborhood, which was like, I don't know, it was like half a mile away. I
Wow.
could see it very clearly.
So was there any point in time where it started raining and you thought maybe I should just jump on that third of a boat?
No.
No, not any time. All right. Well, our next item up for bid, Trey and Mel. Trey and Mel going 1-on-1, mano a mano, or not mono, I don't know. What's the non-binary of mano a mano?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Person.
Everyone's yelling halftime.
Oh, it is halftime. Oh, that's a really good point. People are very excited. Mono a stereo.
Mono-a-stereo.
That could be it. All right. So it is halftime. So that means we're going to bring Melissa on to the show. Melissa hopefully is going to fire up her device and I'm going to turn on sound and stuff here so that we can hear her and see her and all of those things. Melissa, where are you? Hello, Melissa.
Hello.
There she is. Okay. We're hearing from her. All right, there we go. We've got video. Let me go over to the Zoom. Everyone, this is our winner from last season. Well, technically from 2 seasons ago. Our first winner of the new format. So this is the first person that we sent a gift to the first winner, and then the first winner is now going to send a prize to the second winner, which we'll announce in just a minute. But Melissa was very happy with the prize that she got, so she wanted to share with everybody.
You want it in second? Put it up.
She's preparing.
Good. There's
Building up
preparations.
suspense. It's very important.
Yes, this is good. You have to make sure you prepare it first so it doesn't explode.
Yeah. Or leak.
You don't want it leaking, that's for sure.
No.
Let's see how this goes. This is very exciting. Danny says, thank God I'm in ministry school. I've spent time thinking about that type of theology. Which is, when has God ever followed the rules? I mean, if you make up the rules, you don't really have to follow much, right? It's a good point.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah, let's do this.
See how this turns out.
Oh, look at it! Oh my goodness!
So Melissa got a projector that projects sea life onto her walls.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is fantastic.
I particularly like the dolphins.
I like the squid jellyfishy thing. All right, so there it is. You could have something like this. In fact, she might just package this up and send it to the next winner. We don't know. Anything could happen. That one's yours. You're keeping it. All right, so no chance that you can have it. So who would have gotten it if she was willing to take, like, to part ways with it? Does anyone have any guesses who the winner of last season was? Keep in mind, last season we had no questions. Absolutely no questions. Do you know who it is, Caitlin?
I do know who it is.
Melissa, do you have a guess? Who are you saying?
We can't hear you.
Oh, it's not working well. The audio is not helping us. That's all right. The video is awesome. All right. Patrick has a suspicion.
Emily's out.
Emily's out.
Emily has to go.
Oh, okay. Bye, Emily. All right. So the winner is.
Thank you. The winner of last season is Craig.
Yay, Craig!
So
That's it. Yeah, that's the winner.
Craig will have to send his address to Melissa, and Craig is about to be the recipient of our very scientific
Yes.
survey.
I will warn you, Craig, that the answers to this survey will be shared with Melissa to help her select a prize for you. She may use these answers and any other knowledge she has about you. Or she may just randomly pick something from her house and send it to you.
Like a vase that she
Yeah.
got.
All we ask is that it is not inherently dangerous and it is legally allowed to be mailed.
Yes, please.
Something, let's not get people into legal issues. But we have no guidelines other than that. I have no idea what it could be. So there we go. So that is how it's going to go. And it may just be a video of an underwater rave. I don't know what could be happening, Craig. But all right. So we will have, I've taken away options now that legally mailing stuff.
Well, sorry.
That is between the two of you, the winner and yourself. But yeah, I think we should probably steer clear of that. All right, so there you go. Let's move on to question number 6 now, because we've still got half of the show to go and only 15 minutes to do it, which isn't going to happen.
Question number 6. I would like to remind everyone, before we view question number 6, it is not permitted to look the answers up on the internet.
Cannot Google, cannot Wikipedia.
You can't Google.
And this is between Trey and Mel, but it's important to know.
You may not look up the answer on the internet.
Do not look up answers on the internet.
Jesus is watching.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
What letter is located between letters X and V on a standard keyboard?
Just a reminder, do not look
Don't
this up
Google it.
on the internet.
You can't Google it.
Don't. If you Google this, it is against the rules. You cannot go onto the internet and find this answer. Just want to be clear on that. Oh, this is good. Lindsay needs to know what the internet is.
Ah, it's a series of tubes.
I've seen it as a small block that is wireless, and it's very light. That is my understanding.
It fits into Al Gore's pocket.
Trey says the internet is for porn, which is incorrect. It is for porn and for settling bets. That is the only reason that the internet exists. Jesus weeps when you Google during trivia. That is true.
It's true.
Trey says, so not Dvorak.
Do not upset Morgan Freeman.
Mm-hmm. That is important. All right, time's up. Hopefully you've gotten the answer in and did not have to look on the internet for it. You may have looked other places, possibly.
Oh, I just gave Ian 11 points
Like
instead of 1 point.
Down. Could have looked
Down is
down.
not the internet.
Yeah. Down here's not the internet. All right. Let's see. Has Facebook come
The
over?
consequence of Googling is that you're a douche.
Yeah. You live the rest of your life knowing that you cheated during a game where points don't matter and that you're just an asshole.
And you're stealing fun.
Yeah. That you are a terrible person. All right. So time is up over on Facebook as well. It looks like a lot of people saying C is the correct answer. Is C the correct answer?
Let me consult my keyboard.
Oh, let's see. Is there... I'm just trying to... Maybe we
Yes.
should look on the internet.
C is the correct answer.
Trey would like to, well, actually... Did you see that?
Yes, not the Dvorak.
Keyboard.
Yeah.
Your keyboard.
Your literal keyboard that's right in front of you. What do you
Because-
want?
Because nobody has...
The Dvorak keyboard.
No, it's a thing that, like, if somebody's like, at home, I've got a Dvorak keyboard, you're like, it was really nice meeting you. That's it. That's the end of your relationship.
Lindsay says, would anyone be interested in an invite to the competitive online trivia league I play in?
Is it by any chance a special Disney online event that's online?
Online special.
That's an online special Disney online special?
That was such a funny day.
All right, there you go. Competitive online trivia league. You guys can be a part of. Go ahead. Is there a link that people can go to, Lindsay? Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. That will give us more time off. You guys can go do that. And then,
Lindsay says, you know.
you weren't here for that, David. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Somebody came in and advertised.
LearnedLeague.com.
There you go. If you guys want to check that out. If you're tired of our bullshit, you might want to go check this out. Craig is loving the questionnaire. There you go. See, it's an honor to be able to fill out the questionnaire and a joy
I'm
upon
very
itself.
proud of the questionnaire.
C is what people said. Is that correct?
Yes.
It is.
My keyboard says that's correct.
The keyboard says it's correct. And let's see. Trey answered pretty quickly. How did Mel do? Mel, a little
Mel
later
got the
on.
answer right, just later.
Did get it. Facebook a little bit slower. That went against you that time, Mel. But we're gonna hopefully try and get back around to some folks here and see if we can get you some additional points. All right, I'm gonna start with, let's see. Let's do people who didn't get any points during their turn. That seems like a fair way to do it. Right?
Yes.
So question number 7 is going to be between Shaggy and Craig. Shaggy and Craig for question number 7.
Question number 7. Which famous astronaut once said, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind"? I'm feeling the well actually coming already.
Well, I could tell you what that is probably going to say.
Please.
Would you?
Preempt the well actually.
So a lot of people may or may not know this, but that isn't the actual quote. And it had to do with an interference in the comms, but what Neil Armstrong actually said. What?
You said the answer.
Oh, well, yeah, but, you know. It's Monday, whatever. What he actually said was it is one small step for a man and one giant leap for mankind.
Which makes significantly more sense if you think about it.
So that was in 1969. And because it makes more sense, because if you think about it, man and mankind kind of are the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
So a step for man would be a step for mankind, not a giant leap for mankind. So a small step for a man, giant leap for mankind makes more sense. So that's something that, like, I think is important to keep in mind. But don't let that distract you from the fact that in 1998, The Undertaker threw mankind off Hell in a Cell and plummeted 16 feet through the announcer's table, which was a giant leap for mankind.
That was.
Right. So that's something that we also have to keep in mind. Yeah. Time's up. Let's go to the chat. And let's see. What is Patrick Neil Armstrong said? Ew, it's all sticky.
Nice.
All right. So I think I got to make sure Facebook gets caught up. Come on, Facebook.
Come
you can do
on.
it. I believe in you,
Come on.
Facebook. All right, there you go. Time's up over on Facebook. A lot of people said Neil Armstrong. I also said Neil Armstrong. So is Neil Armstrong correct?
Neil Armstrong is correct.
It is. How about Neil Armstrong?
Yes.
Will you accept that?
Yes, I will.
Patrick says, I heard that he was supposed to say amen and duffed it, which is why there's a sigh before the end of the line.
It couldn't possibly because the oxygen saturation was different where he was.
Maybe. I don't know. I had heard that it was a problem with the communications, that there was a cutout. And so that he actually said amen, but A got blipped out. All right, so there we go. That's what we have. Let's see who got that of our matchup. In our matchup.
Ian got it.
Ian got it. That's not who it was. Shaggy. and Craig.
Sorry, Shaggy got it.
Shaggy
I'm
got
sorry.
it. Okay. All right, so let's do Emily's out, right?
Emily's out.
Emily's out. So let's do Of Estrella and Barbine. Of Estrella and Barbine for question number 8.
Question number 8. What are the 2 main ingredients of a screwdriver cocktail?
I would assume it's screwing and driving.
That's correct.
Yeah, that is.
Give him the answer again, babe.
Well, let's start. A glass. Super important.
Yeah.
I think you can't have a screwdriver without some type of container. You just have a mess.
Yeah.
So that's the first ingredient that's important.
Mm-hmm.
The second main ingredient would be liquid.
Liquid.
Yeah.
It's true.
Just in terms of the different states. Because if it was a solid, I don't think you'd call it a screwdriver. And if it was a gas.
Well, there's one notable screwdriver would disagree with you on the solid thing.
That's true. It would be a different screwdriver if it was a solid. And you wouldn't need the glass at that point or container. So there we go. I feel like that's those are the important bits. All right.
Shaggy trying to make my life difficult as usual.
Of course, that's his job. That's what he does. Looks like we say, let's see, the air is a little thin up there. That's true. I mean, he did have a spacesuit on, so shouldn't be too worried about him. That's a no-go for excursion. It is. We've got a lot of people saying orange juice and vodka. We've got vodka and OJ.
Hi, Nico.
OJ and vodka. We've got on vodka.
And then 2 lines down.
The juice of an orange and alcohol made of potato, which is not true because you can make vodka out of other things, right? So Shaggy got that one wrong. Craig says he'd like to challenge the fact that it needs to be a liquid and in a container.
Here's the thing. Shaggy says it's called making things interesting. Maybe leave that to the hosts of the show instead of trying to overtake it.
It's not an interesting show. That's the problem. We are terribly uninteresting. All right, so let's see. It's really an orange and potato, isn't it? All right, so time. Did I do times up on this? I didn't. Time is up.
Oh, we got a well, actually.
That's why he says as much. I made vodka out of engine coolant. It adds sweetness. That's good. Most vodkas these days is made from grain, not potatoes. I feel like. So what you're meant to say is correct. Because I said that it can be made without potatoes. So
I don't know
we're
who
in
you're
line.
well actually.
I'm assuming Shaggy.
All right.
It's a Shaggy well, actually. Hashtag well, actually, Shaggy. Yaniko's here. That's fantastic. Shaggy said, never overtake the show. I'd be terrible at it. You know what? We're terrible at it, so it works out perfectly. Nico got in after time, unfortunately, it looks like. All right, so let's see. The correct answer is
Orange juice and vodka.
lots of people got that correct. I do feel like a container and liquid would have been acceptable answers, but nobody went with that. I say that because, right, you don't necessarily, like, you need the liquid to be able to drink it, so it wouldn't be a cocktail otherwise. And then it says a screwdriver, and if you don't have a container, you can't itemize it out into a screwdriver. It would just be a pool of screwdriver. It wouldn't be singular. It'd just be there's some screwdriver all over the place.
That's true.
All right. My full goal. I've not said what actually Caitlin wants. There. Okay. It's good. There you go.
I think you just actually Danny.
This is great. Everyone, you fight among yourselves. We'll just be over here doing trivia. All right, so who got it right first?
It was Barbine.
Barbine got it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Barbine coming in with the fury of drinking. Somehow I feel like I should have known that he would. Anything that has to do with sinning. That's what I think. All right. We get to wrap back around a little, it looks like. Question number 9 is going to be, let's see, Mel versus Craig. Mel versus Craig.
Mel versus Craig.
Yep. Mel versus Craig. Question number 9.
Question number 9. Speaking of cocktails, what is meant by the term on the rocks on a drinks menu?
I believe that means they're going to be single soon. Yep. Probably had to do with some lying or something.
Cheating.
Mm-hmm. Nobody likes a cocktail that's a lying, cheating cocktail. Out there chasing cocktails. Why do you think it has the name cocktail? That doesn't even make any sense, does it?
You want to know the etymology of cocktail?
Yeah. Is it related to peacocktail?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out. At some point, was it weird when they found peacocks and they were like, that's a peacock tail? And they were like, oh yeah, that is a bunch of different things mixed together. About 10 seconds left to get your answers in. Let's see. It used to be stirred with rooster feathers. That's what Ian says. Unfortunately, I do not trust anything that Ian says.
No.
So not sure that I'll be able to do that. Patrick says it is a peacock bird tail.
Emily's back.
Oh, Emily is back. Excellent. All right. Time's up. We're waiting for Facebook to catch up, and then we will get the answers. A lot of people are saying it has to do with ice, it seems like. Let's see. Ian says, like a penguin walking over ice. Over the ice. Shaggy says, actually trying to come up with creative answers is a lot more exciting than what I do during the day. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Shaggy, are you going to participate in Hacktoberfest? That happens in October, where coders go and do open source projects. Something to think about. All right, so time's up over on Facebook. We've got different answers: with ice, over the ice, with ice. Those different things there. Do those all count as the correct answer?
Yes.
Excellent. So who is our winner of the...
It is
Facebook?
Craig.
Craig got it.
As Mel points out, Facebook is a harsh mistress.
Yes, it can be a little frustrating because it is slower. But we still like our Facebook, folks. You can, if you are enjoying this and you want to join us again, run over to Twitch, and then you'll get things pretty close to straight ahead, right? Like you get it just like a second after. All right, so everybody's had a chance to go. Let's see. People that haven't had a chance to go twice would be That didn't get points. I'm going to go... That was what? Craig and of Estrella? Is that what it was?
That was Craig and Mel.
Craig and Mel. I think maybe we'll go of Estrella and Emily. I think that's the right direction to go.
Okay.
All right, Emily and of Estrella for the final question of the night. The ultimate question of the night.
What name is given to animals whose diets consist only of plants?
Vegan.
It's not vegan.
Oh. I hit the wrong button. I don't want time up. I want that.
Craig says food.
Food. Let's see. Shaggy's doing Love on the Rocks, the Neil Diamond song. That is good. If you order it, if you order your drink that way, I'm guessing you won't get the song, unfortunately, but it's hard to say for sure. Let's see. I only know of Twitch for porn star podcasts. There's more to it. Yes, there is.
Yes.
Caitlin, you can follow Caitlin at Princess Fussy Pants on Twitch, and she does video games and stuff like that.
And no porn.
And is hardly whorish at all.
Hardly whorish, even a little bit.
Yeah, just maybe even just barely whorish at best.
Yeah.
Most of the time. She sometimes has days where she gets super slutty, but most of the time...
It's not even true.
Like, there's full-on bang fests sometimes, but I don't know that she streams those.
Not at all accurate.
On Twitch. She's more of a YouTube person. All right.
I think that violates the terms of service.
Does it?
Yeah.
No bang-tastic streams on Twitch?
Well, yeah. And on YouTube.
All right. Well, something like that. But yeah, Caitlin does streaming there. My friend, Old Guy Gaming Time, does some streaming. He does right now a game. He's doing the Doom Eternal game, and he's also doing the Drunken Space Dwarves mining game, which is called Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, you may not have seen some of my streams lately. I've been real lazy about streaming. When I've been playing video games lately, I've just been wanting to play with my friends and not be on camera. But then I started streaming again, and you just have to be on at the right time.
Yeah. It doesn't happen a lot. It's like catching unicorns. Doesn't happen often.
Do you just call me a unicorn?
Yes.
Oh.
No porn on Twitch, but there's a lot of twerking. Yeah, Caitlin does do that. There's a lot of twerking on her.
I tried
Yeah.
to twerk once. Keith tried to get me to twerk.
Yeah.
I can't twerk.
What? How's that possible?
Oh, you remember. It was terrible.
I feel like you could twerk. All right, so let's see. We've got oh yeah, we have the Trey saying the "Don't touch me, I won't touch you," the Sweet Caroline of the pandemic. He did a cover of his own song that was pandemic version, which is pretty good. Don't touch me, I won't touch you, Sweet Caroline, reaching out. All right, so herbivore, food.
Vegosaurus. Herbivore.
Which is French. Ian has given an Ian token to Craig. That's pretty great. What is the correct answer?
Herbivore.
Is it? Very interesting. Who won our face-off between... Oh, it typed it here. That's very good. Emily and of Estrella.
Emily.
Emily gets the 5 points. That's the show, everybody. So we've gone through all 10 questions. We've got to go check out our shares, because don't forget, if you share the show on Facebook, you have to do it publicly. You get a point for that. Or like Ian did earlier, you can tag people in the chat if you just want to tag one person, and then you can you get a point for that as well. Or you can also host us over on Twitch and get a point for that. So we're going to go check out the shares over on Facebook, which is a very involved process. I'm getting there. It'll take just a few moments. Ian gets a point for sharing. Emily gets a point for sharing. And Mr. Barbine gets a point for sharing. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. We appreciate it. And then let's check out who hosted us over on Twitch. Emily, a second point there because she hosted over on Twitch. Princess Fussing Pants, as we said, the very talented Caitlin over there. Old Guy Gaming Time, our friend Mike. So Wookie hosts us from time to time. You can check him out on Twitch, Old Guy Gaming Time. And Trey gets a point. Patrick gets a point. Nico gets a point. And Danny gets a point. And then Ian says just 1 point, but I think you got the other points from him earlier, right? I think he had like 3 other points. So we're 1 additional point, Ian, is what we're counting right now. When you do it in the chat, we give it to you in real time. Australia says, I don't even know what hosting or sharing is or how to do it. Someone help out of Australia and teach her how to host the show. We will leave that to all of you folks since you're so much better at it than we are. Ian says, twerking is safe for Keith. Of course, yes. We made it through a show. Yeah, that is pretty exciting. I don't think twerking is safe for Caitlin. Not with a torn quad, I would say. Probably off the list of things. Danny says that you're one of her favorite unicorns, which is saying a lot because she has a lot of unicorns. They have a lot of unicorns that they like a lot. So you're at the top of that list, or towards the top at least. Let's see. Yay, this is everything I dreamed it would be and more. That's fantastic. I'm so glad that that's the case. What is owling? Craigslist. Dare I ask? What is owling? Where's owling? Oh,
Craig says twerking is passe.
owling is where the money is. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I am not sure either. If you go to your channel, then go to chat and type /host another wasted hour. That's how you host the show. There you go. That's what Dr. Emily says. I only know how to share from the mobile client. Google owling fad, safe to search. I assume that's where you try to turn your head all the way around. That's my only guess. If you're watching on your phone, you can click the stream and bring up the share options and host from there. Owling is the best, beats planking any day. Look at this. Everyone knows what owling is except for me. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
All right, so we're going to have a winner for today. We're tallying up the points right now. Math is happening.
The winner for today is Melissa.
Yay, Melissa! Congratulations, Melissa. So because you've won, you get an acceptance speech in the chat. So type that out for us. And you get to pick the color of the studio tomorrow. So let us know what color you would like the studio to be. And while you're doing that, we're going to go over the business.
Give him the business, babe.
Give him the business. We do this every other day at 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock in Eastern time. Swing on by to make it a little easier on you. You might want to subscribe or follow us on either Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, or all of them. Turn on notifications so it lets you know when we go live, because sometimes it's a little before 7 o'clock. Sometimes it's a little after 7 o'clock. And you want to be here first, because if you're one of the first 3 people and you say either first, second, or third in the correct order, you get points. That's kind of cool. If we can't do the show for whatever reason, we will post to social media to let you know. So you may want to follow us on Twitter at A Wasted Hour, or and you can go to Instagram or Facebook, Another Wasted Hour there. If you join our secret group, don't tell anyone. And it is Another Wasted group on Facebook. We talk about how the show is going to change, and we take up ideas for what we might do. So that's the trivia side of all the things, but you're probably wondering, where did this all come from? Well, there used to be a podcast, and we had guests on, and we had to stop that because there was a pandemic. So we decided to do trivia. But on the podcast, there's also trivia. So if you go to Another Wasted Hour, you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, pretty much anywhere that you can go get podcasts that you'd really want to go and get podcasts. Search for Another Wasted Hour, and we are probably there, right? On that show, we've got some crazy trivia. It's harder than the trivia here, arguably. It's part of our little game show that we invented called Please God, Just Get One Right. And then we also have some crazy news that we've found. There's a lot of comedy, and you'll be exposed to culture creators in the DC area, mainly like musicians from our area, people who are very talented that you've probably never heard of before. Go check it out. It's free. There's like 140 back episodes that you can go catch up on. It's a lot of fun. We've been doing it for like 3 years now, and we'll hopefully be starting up again once all this pandemic junk is over. So yeah, if you like it, subscribe, give us a review and some stars. We would appreciate that as well. So that is appreciated. We do have an acceptance speech. Yeah.
I know what owling is now.
Oh, what is it?
It's randomly perching on things and having your picture taken, but you have to make a serious owl face. Mel told us. Yeah.
Is that an owl face?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there you go. Everybody send your owling pictures. Put them up at Another Wasted Hour on Facebook if you have any owl pictures of yourself. If you have an owl picture of the winning t-shirt, I'm just saying, if you were part of all of this insanity that's happened for like the last 20 weeks and you got one of our t-shirts, go wear that an owl somewhere and put a picture of it up on either Twitter or Facebook. A Wasted Hour on Twitter, Another Wasted Hour on Facebook. We'd love to see your pictures. Definitely do that. Why not? Why wouldn't you? We do have an acceptance speech. It goes, so happy we had 10 tonight and got back to actual trivia. Thanks to everyone for showing up tonight. Love this growing trivia fam. By the way, if any of you have residual fits after the halftime show, please direct all medical bills to Keith and Caitlin. Which obviously I've done in Melissa's voice.
Obviously.
Yeah. For the color, let's go with ocean blue in honor of my crazy new undersea projector. We will absolutely do that. Yes, farm fam. It could go either way, honestly. Spot on Gilbert Godfrey. Yeah, that's how Melissa sounds. It's usually like at the end of the day. There's a lot of talking involved, sore throat and stuff. She's changed over the weeks, though.
Over the half hour since halftime.
Right. There was a very flamboyant Melissa at one point. I believe there was a deep Southern Melissa at one point. And now, for some reason, she's very aggressive, and I don't know why. I assume it's something...
The show does that to people.
It's the flashing light patterns, I'm guessing. So that's the entire show, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you as much as you appreciate us. So until 7 o'clock on Wednesday, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Please take the precautions that you need to in order to do that. If you do not know what those precautions are, you've been doing a great job of isolating, so keep doing that. And shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. We really appreciate you. So until 7 o'clock on Wednesday, what is the final word of the show?
Pinochle.
Pinochle, the thing we won't be playing on Wednesday because we're doing trivia. 7 o'clock, we'll see you there. Good night, everybody.
Bye.